Ladies and gentlemen, and children of the night, this is your favorite host, Alastor Bellevue of WWL New Orleans. I'm not even supposed to be at the station now, because it's technically after hours. But in honor of this spooky month of October, I felt it so appropriate to read you some of my favorite excerpts from the Lesser Key of Solomon. This is a book of the occult, and strictly prohibited to read during on-the-air hours. If my boss ever found out I was using the airwaves to read from such a blasphemous text, I'd not only be fired from the station, I'd probably be cast out of all Louisiana. So I'm counting on you all to keep this quiet, all right? I will be your guide as we walk arm in arm down this dark and twisted path at 2 in the morning. I will read from the Goetia, the section that describes the 72 angels that were cast out of heaven alongside Lucifer. These angels became powerful demons of varying ranks throughout hell. I will now read a few to you. Andraelphus. The 65th spirit is Andraelphus. He is a mighty marquis, appearing at first in the form of a peacock with great noises. But after a time he putteth on human shape. He could teach geometry perfectly. He maketh men very subtle therein, and in all things pertaining unto menstruation or astronomy. He could transform a man into the likeness of a bird, and he governeth 30 legions of infernal spirits. Asmodeus, also referred to as Asmodee. The 32nd spirit is Asmodee, or Asmodeus. He is a great king, strong and powerful. He appeareth with 3 heads, whereof the first is like a bull, the second like a man, and the third like a ram. He hath also the tail of a serpent, and from his mouth issue flames of fire. His feet are webbed like those of a goose. He sitteth upon an infernal dragon, and beareth in his hand a lance with a banner. He is the first and choicest, under the power of a Maimon. He goeth before all other. When the exorcist hath a mind to call him, let it be abroad, and let him stand on his feet all the time of action, with his cap or headdress off. For if it be on, a Maimon will deceive him, and call all his actions to be bewrayed. But as soon as the exorcist seeth Asmodee in the shape aforesaid, he shall call him by his name, saying, Art thou Asmodeus? And he will not deny it. And by he will bow down unto the ground. He giveth the ring of virtues. He teacheth the arts of arithmetic, astronomy, geometry, and all handicrafts absolutely. He giveth true and full answers unto thy demands. He maketh one invincible. He showeth the places where treasures lie, and guardeth it. He, amongst the legions of a Maimon, governeth 72 legions of spirits inferior. Paimon. The 9th spirit in this order is Paimon, a great king, and very obedient unto Lucifer. He appeareth in the form of a man sitting upon a dromedary, with a crown most glorious on his head, There goeth before him also a host of spirits, like men with trumpets and well-sounding cymbals. He hath a great voice, and roareth at his first coming. And his speech is such that the magician cannot well understand, unless he can compel him. This spirit can teach all arts and sciences, and other secret things. He can discover unto thee what the earth is, and what holdeth it up in the waters, and what mind is, and where it is, or any other thing thou mayest desire to know. He giveth dignity, and confirmeth the same. He bindeth or maketh any man subject unto the magician, if he so desire it. He giveth good familiars, and such as can teach all arts. He is said to be observed towards the west. He is the older of the dominations. He hath under him 200 legions of spirits, and part of them are of the order of the angels, and the other part of potentates. Now if thou callest the spirit of Paimon alone, thou wilt make him some offering, and there will attend him 2 kings, called Labal and Abalim, and also other spirits, who be of the order of the potentates in his host, and 25 legions. And those spirits which he subject unto them are not always with them, unless the magician do compel them. Stolas. The 36th spirit is Stolas, or Stolos. He is a great and powerful prince, appearing in the shape of a mighty raven at first before the exorcist. But after, he taketh the image of a man. He teacheth the art of astronomy, and the virtues of herbs and precious stones. He governeth 26 legions of spirits. And lastly, Vasago. The 3rd spirit is a mighty prince, being of the same nature as Ageres. He is called Vasago. This spirit is of a good nature, and his office is to declare things, past and to come, and to discover all things hid or lost. And he governeth 26 legions of spirits. That, listeners, is the smattering of the Goetic book. Such beauty lies there in the words, as does a dark power. Well, that's all the time I have for tonight. I'll know by tomorrow if my boss heard this blasphemous broadcast. Once again, this is Alastor Bellevue of WWL. Laissez les bon temps pouler. All you sinners out there.